How many hours ago was the 9th of May?
It was 4,621 hours ago.
Okay. After months and months in the making, definitely didn't start this project in May, and it's definitely not November now. Anyway, how's it taken me so long? How many hours ago was the 9th of May?
It was 4,621 hours ago.
Okay. 4,621 hours later, here we are. The room is finally done. Thank you. I'm giving it a room tour. Let's do it. If you've been following along on this DIY magnificent journey that we've been on together, then you would have seen that along the way I had a bit of a layout shift. My desk used to go in the alcove there and my bed used to go over there, but now we have mixed things up and I freaking love the layout now. The layout has made a huge change to the room. It kind of makes it more like a bedroom. I feel like my old bedroom was a little bit of a mismatch. Like I said from the beginning, I'm not an interior designer. I don't have the Pinterest boards or the eye for this sort of thing. I'm just like, yeah, whatever works, great. Something that made a huge difference right away was painting these wardrobes white and then also in the third episode painting the rest of these walls white. It just kind of brightens it up so much better than the old yellow that it used to be. Another thing that has made this room feel a lot more modern is the lights. I mean, shout out to my dad who put these lights up. He's a qualified electrician, but he's put up 6 spotlights in my room compared to the old lights that I used to have. It just makes it feel a lot more spacious. I don't know how, but it just does. And if you're looking to modernize your room, then definitely consider getting spotlights. So let me now take you around the room and let me tell you where things came from, what was the idea behind it, all of that sort of thing. I'm so excited. I'll leave links to everything in the description bar if you are interested. First things first, this is the desk, and if you saw in episode 4, I was building this desk. This desk came from Wayfair. Originally, I bought it because it was gonna go in that alcove there and I wanted the drawers to be on that side, but then when I got it and I realized I was actually having a layout change and the desk was going to go over there, it didn't quite work. This is the whole thing. If the drawers were on the other side, then I would have been able to have my desk in that bay window bit, because then I would have been able to move the chair out without smacking against the bed. This is the reason why the desk is now over here, because this is the only place in the room where I can move the chair in and out without having some difficulties. I don't actually have any sockets down here, so that'll be a job for Dad another time. I haven't told him yet. I actually quite like it. It's a little bit wobbly, but I think that's because I didn't do the screws up tight enough. Now, this is the bit you haven't seen yet. This is my new chair. Wow! How gorgeous is that? It is actually very comfortable. I will link this in the description bar below as well. I got it from a company called Dowles. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. D-A-A-L-S. It has the little thing where you go. It feels very modern to my old desk chair, which was literally from an office. Don't get me wrong, it was a great desk chair and I still have it now, but this one just feels like comfortable, just feels exciting to work in, you know? So, and the best thing about this chair, it's a spinny chair. So I got this cushion from Melanie Murphy, A New Day to Get Shit Done. That belongs on my work chair. I just love supporting other creators and I love the things that Melanie talks about and advocates for. So that was a few years ago now, but still it belongs nicely on my work chair. Pink, grey, blue and green was the colours these chairs were in, but I felt like the blue and the grey would potentially clash depending on if it's not the right colour of blue or grey. So I went for the green in the end, and I think it's a little bit different, isn't it? I kind of wish maybe I'd gone for the pink. I've gone with the green and I can't be bothered to send it back, so. I love it, I love it, I love it. I mentioned a few videos ago that I'm going to be doing something very special to this wall, and that is still coming, that is still on the way. But for now, we still have these wooden bits that I am going to get rid of. But I actually, having this desk here, I love this feature because I bought these magnetic portable lights that you put a magnetic strip underneath and then you put your light up there and then it has a switch. It's a nice light for the desk, first of all, but it also just kind of gives off this nice warm vibe as well, which I really love. They do have an auto mode on, so like sometimes if you like walk into a room and it's on auto mode, they detect the motion, so then they turn on and it's like, ah! It's really cool, I really recommend them. The clock was from Amazon, and that was the same clock as I had last time. I just say, I'm just so excited to show you what this wall is gonna look like. It's gonna be a la carte. Is that the right word? A la carte? When I painted these wardrobes, I painted them with the cabinet and wardrobe durable paint in brilliant white matte from Good Home, which I got from B&Q. I wish I'd gone for a satin because I don't really like the matte finish on a wardrobe door, but it's fine, it's fine. We're here now, we're not doing these again. So I think it was episode 5 we did the spray painting of the black doorknobs. I freaking love it. I love it. I used a primer, Ronsil primer, and then I got the matte black spray paint, and then of course afterwards I put a matte lacquer just to sort of give it a nice little finish. Oh, I feel like I'm on like a TV show or something. I'm like on changing rooms or something, and I'm like, the great thing about matte is that it doesn't give off that shine that we don't like sometimes, especially when you have shiny lights. Now, I feel like I could probably present that, so you know. The next very special thing is this painting here of my dog called Holly. If you don't know, my dog passed away in March of 2020 and it broke my heart, to be quite frank. You know, they just become part of the family. You just have a connection with them. They're like best friends. She was my best friend. So then for Christmas last year, my brother got me this painting of her, and it's by his friend who does watercolors of pets, I think. I absolutely adore this, and having this in my room just makes me feel like there's still that connection there, and just, you know, warms my heart a little bit because she was such a big part of my life. The next big area is bed, and I freaking love this. It just feels so cozy and exciting. The big change is this alcove wall. Used to have wallpaper on it. It is now a Sapphire Salute by Dulux. I think that's the right one. Yep, I love this colour now. I wasn't sure if it was like gonna go with the room. I was like, well, what am I doing? But actually, I think it really goes well. I've got this little heart that a friend sent me once, so that is now hanging up there. And then of course we have the classic shelves here, 3 shelves, because obviously there's no room for an actual bedside table, so I bought these shelves again from Amazon. Yeah, I'd highly recommend. But I also put govee LED strip lights around this alcove because obviously I don't have a light here anymore like I used to, and it just gives such a nice vibe to the whole room when that LED light is on. It comes with an app, guys, an app! If you haven't seen me freak out already about these LED strip lights, then I'll leave that link up here. What? The next thing I want to talk about is the whole bedding situation. I bought this new bedding. It's like, yeah, it's like seersucker material, so it's like you don't need to iron it or anything. Not that I do iron my bedding, but you know. And it comes with 2 seersucker pillowcases as well. I was looking at bedding for so long, and bedding is so expensive, guys. But then I found the online home shop, and this bedding was reduced from £17 king size to £13 for a duvet set and 2 pillowcases, and I was like, something ain't right here. And then I went on Trivago, not TripAdvisor, what is it? Trustpilot. There we go. I went on Trustpilot and to see if this company was legit, and they were legit. A lot of the other comments were like, this is so cheap, but actually it's pretty good. So I was like, for £13, I'll give it a go. And I am actually really impressed with it. It's 50% polyester and 50% cotton, and it feels a little bit more towards polyester than I would like, but that's fine. It does the job. They do different colours. Like this white one is a little bit see-through, but you know, for £13, of course it would be. So the next exciting part to the family are my brand new cushions. I got these pink ones from George from Asda. They still got the tag on them, but anyway, again, we're going cheap. I think they were like £7 each, perhaps. I actually think they had like 25% off, so it was even cheaper than that. It's like good quality, and it's really comfortable to sit on as well. So I got these in like a pink because I thought the pink and the grey would match the blue. I got the 2 grey ones from Matalan, and again, super cheap compared to a lot of other places I was looking at. How much of like a bedroom does this look now? It's so cozy, I can't wait to just go to sleep. I have this throw, this like Sherpa fleeced throw, and it's in like an emerald green, and I was hoping that my chair was gonna match it, but it doesn't quite match. But like, do I really care? No, I really just love this colour. So when it comes down to it, I'm not that fussed about it all matching perfectly. So also another addition to this whole area is we put dimmer lights in for these spotlights. So like one of them controls the lights in the bay window bit, and then the other one, look at how cool that is. Okay, you probably would have seen in the LED strip lights video, but it also comes with a little mini controller over here, and if I just press the top one, look how crazy that looks. Let me turn all the lights off in a minute and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all dark. How have I not done this before? So my original thought with these whole built-in wardrobe was to get newly fitted wardrobes, but they were just so expensive. I was like, fuck that for a laugh. So repurpose all of these wardrobe bits, and even though, you know, there's still like a bit of a big gap here and it doesn't quite match that one and stuff, I still think it looks really good. And again, I'm not too fussed about that kind of thing. Let's stick with the theme of repurposing and move on to the bay window, because I repurposed these curtain poles. They used to be grey, and then I obviously sprayed them, painted them black. I also spray painted the little hooky things. It all kind of matches. And actually, let me just check. Hey, I'm really impressed with that, because obviously I've been drawing these curtains every day and that paint has not come off. That's got to be down to the lacquer, isn't it? Can we take a minute of silence to just appreciate the drop on these curtains right now? I got these curtains made to measure from dunelm. This was a very specific drop. It was like 99.5 centimeters. Look how perfect that is. My old ones used to drop beneath the windowsill and it would kind of just drag along, but this is just like a la carte. I'm really happy with that. Look how easy that is. I do find with these curtains, with the colour of it, I feel like it does kind of make the room a little bit darker with the grey, but I really recommend dunelm made to measure if you have a bit of an awkward drop, or a different drop, or a specific drop is probably the right word. Now we are moving on to the one and only IKEA furniture. I went for the white hymnis drawers, which is a lot bigger than my old chest of drawers, which actually turns out to be great because you can get more clothes in there now. I have moved this beautiful canvas of water in the Lake District up here. It was over on that wall. Gotta love me a bit of Lake District, so I'm really chuffed that I've put that up there now. I can't tell you how much I love this bookcase right now. I got this from Amazon. I just love the matte black metal piping. It feels modern. My other one was quite clunky and chunky. These ones are all non-fiction books, and then these ones are fiction, and then I've got a few decorative items up here. I've got my plant from IKEA, and then I have this gorgeous ostrich egg that is like being drilled out. The holes are being drilled out individually. It's gorgeous. I've got a little picture of my dog Holly when she was a puppy. That picture has been with me. I used to take it to hospital with me. And then I've got this little fake plant here, and then a few photo booth pictures from a wedding I went to recently. I also have my little YouTube cards that I got when I went to VidCon one time. I also have 2 candles on my bookcase, which is actually run by a small business called Everything's Rosie. I love Rosie, she is incredible. I love supporting small businesses, so all of these candles are related to mental health, and she also gives a 10% profit to a mental health charity. The first candle is this one, Positive, and wood sage and sea salt scented candle. I adore this scent, and I've had this for maybe about a year now. I just love it. I just love it. So I really recommend getting that one. At the beginning of the year, I set a word for myself, and that word was empower. She does a candle called Empower, so I had to get it. I just had to get it. This one smells insane as well. This one is pink peppercorn scented candle. If you're looking for Christmas presents, highly recommend Rosie. I will leave her links in the description bar below as well. Last week's episode, you saw the TV going up, the bracket, and all of that drama. This is how I feel about this bracket right now. Wow, that looks proper smart.
I think it's a smart TV.
But look how much better this TV is compared to my old TV, which was very, very old and very clunky. And this is a smart TV. I also didn't really mention last week, but this bracket is an all-in-one bracket. Like, you can pull the TV out, you can move it to the side, to this side. So if I'm sitting at my desk, I can move my TV to look at that. And I absolutely love that there are no cables hanging down now like there were before, because Dad chased out that wall and put all the cables in the wall. So that makes it look a lot neater and a lot tidier. But the really cool thing about this TV is, if I turn it on, are you all screaming right now? It works better when the lights are off, so I will leave that bit to the end for you to see the full gorgeousness of this. LED TV backlights are just the way forward in life. If you have not got them, you need to get some. Also, just a quick note, looking at this bookcase, obviously wouldn't light those candles next to the books. I just want to make that clear before people are like, oh my god, you can't light a candle next to books. I don't know why everyone speaks like that. Let's move on to this. If you remember before, I had a whole like coat hook thing, like I had maybe about 4 or 5 on there, and the original plan was to spray paint them black. As time went on, I was like, actually I feel like I would prefer individual ones, look a little bit more modern, feel a little bit more minimalistic. Oh, I just said a big word. I found these ones on Amazon, again, of course. Yeah, these are meant for like towel hooks in the bathroom, like on the back of a door or whatever. But actually, they go really well here. They fit with the matte black theme of the room. They are simple. They could probably hold quite a lot, and I've drilled them into the wall as well, so very happy with this. Compared to like my old one, there's a lot of clothes on there, but because, of course, now I've got a bigger chest of drawers, there's not so many clothes on here, and it doesn't feel so padded out anymore, so I'm really happy with this. I think it looks really cool. Something that I didn't actually share with you guys is I painted this door. I painted this door white just to kind of give it a little bit of a look of paint. You can't really tell on the camera, I don't think, but because I used the same paintbrush as I did with the blue wall, the door is slightly blue. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. One thing I love about this setup now is look how much space I have here. I'm very, very happy with this room. It makes me excited to come and work, to come and sleep and relax, to read books, to watch TV. Like, it just makes me feel very energetic and motivated. Huge transformation compared to the old room where the layout was a little bit funky, the bed was here, and it all just kind of felt a little bit claustrophobic. It has literally turned out better than I imagined because, like I said, I'm not an interior designer. I don't know what works. I actually think I've done an alright job, especially when it gets darker. Let me show you what that looks like. Hey Siri, turn on lights.
Okay. Done.
Can't tell you how much I love that. That will literally never get old. This is pretty good. Nick Knowles would be jealous of this magic right now. I did message him to ask if he cared to comment, but he was not available to comment. So even though We've had a little bit of DIY mishaps along the way, the painting on the roller. Oh my god, do you remember paint on the roller? Do you remember that time when we did that song? Paint on the roller. Sing with me. I need more. Genuinely, that's gonna be stuck in my head forever. You're welcome if it's in your head now. I can't believe I made a song out of that. Oh, this is just so wacky, aren't I? Yeah. So we've had a few bit of DIY mishaps along the way of the painting and the rolling and the sanding. We don't talk about the sanding. We have moved on from that. The drilling. Slow and steady wins the waste. It's all happened in this series and I'm genuinely quite proud of every episode I have made. I really appreciate it if you have watched one of them, all of them, a few of them, any of these episodes. It means a lot to me, so thank you. And if you have watched every single episode, then drop an emoji of a lemon in the comment section. Let me know which episode was your favourite. I don't know. I did like Paint on the Roller. It was a great song. I like Building the Desk. And the second one, the bookshelf one, the LED. Oh my god, there's just so many. And that is the end of the Bedroom Makeover series. There is only one thing left to say. Say it with me now. DIY Queen! That's the sound of a DIY queen. Take it away now, yo. DIY queen. New plan. Oh shit. Oh, that just fell off. Good idea. Shit. Execution.